Pretty sure we got YouTube here now. Yep, there it is. All right. So the timer's counting down here. I'll get the music going and I'll get the game started and we'll jump right in as soon as I got the game all set up. So stick around. We'll be getting started here shortly. Alright, I got the game all loaded up. We're ready to dive right in. So we're going to go ahead and jump ahead of the timer here and get jumped right in. Alright, here we go. We're back in the game here. Let's see here. For some reason, my webcam is not pulled up here. Give me 1 second here. There I am. Alright. Apologize for that. So we're going to go ahead and get the game going here. Alright, so where we left off last time was we were working to getting this disaster over here figured out, because that was just a hot mess of it all of its own. And I, in turn, also before the stream started here, I went ahead and shut off the events and whatnot, just so we don't have to bother with any of that over again. Because that was a nightmare and a half, because you had to turn the weather and intensity settings on, which then creates a whole havoc of its own with the weather. So once we get build up some, maybe we'll turn that back on, because I mean it is something that's kind of fun to play with, but it also causes a bit of a nuisance when really all you want to do is build and manage. So yep, got that all figured out there. Go ahead and unlock that door, just because it's all enclosed yet again. And yes, that's gonna wind up being a double wall right there. And in reality, we don't really need it to be a double wall. We could just put showers right along there, but I just for symmetric, see, whatever, however you say it. But then we also in the last stream got our first cell block built here, so we ended up with what was it, 16 cells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 16. So we got 16 cells built up there. We're just gonna let that play out a little bit there. So let's see. We got what else can we get done here? All right. So let's. We also got. Let's see. We're gonna work at expanding the showers here. Pretty sure we're working on getting another. I'm assuming. I think this was an office right here. If you were in the last stream and that was an office, please confirm it in chat. It was a hot minute since we last played the game, so we're hoping. Man, there's a lot of dirty trays in here. 38 dirty trays there, dirty tray there, 13 right there. We do have the kitchen connected to there, right? That would be locked behind logistics, I think. That should be getting taken care of by a kitchen, so let's hope. That Polaroid here from the dining hall, the canteen. And they are working on that. Left control, left. That warrant. We'll open that door for him. So that should fix our solitary room issue. I think the next thing we can do then is to expand our cells downward here. So we're going 3 by 3 with these cells. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop that down. What I'm thinking is that if we can get this down this way, we should be able to then block in that yard a little bit better. Before anyone says it, I already know somebody's thinking it probably. But no, we are not keeping the yard just a barren wasteland. We will, at some point, put some stuff in the yard for them to do, some activities and all that. We're not that cool. Not to these low-end criminals. When we get to like maximum and super max security, maybe we'll be that cruel then. Not at the moment, that is. I think we could probably even then add on another wing over here. Alright, so we got what our expansion will be to the cell block here. I think first things first, we should expand this first. We'll go ahead and click on here, get this expansion going. At some point, we're probably going to go ahead and detach the cells from the main building. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like at some point we're going to have to move this cell block somewhere else. Probably we'll have to move holding cells somewhere else so that we can expand the canteen, which will probably move to the opposite side so it can be accessed from the prisoner side rather than the administration side, and then expand the kitchen because this little teeny tiny kitchen ain't gonna always be sufficient enough. And also, I apologize for the delay in start. I was having some technical issues with a device that wasn't connected to the internet, was trying to get it connected. It wasn't letting me connect. Finally got that figured out. Just to then find out that the device was dead, and I just gave up. I was like, you know, I'm not, I'm not even bothering with it no more. At that moment in time, I just wasn't even caring no more about it. We'll probably at some point then also move the office people to a more secure area away from where prisoners could possibly break in and get to them easily like that. They're getting started on that. And while they're working on that, I'll go ahead and mention about our sponsor here. They're kind of like a sponsor. It's more of an affiliate agreement type of thing. We're kind of like just partners a little bit. But who I'm talking about, you guys have probably heard it before if you guys were in previous streams. And quite honestly, if you're in streams before we were able to start streaming to YouTube, so those of you over on YouTube, you probably haven't heard of them yet. But those of you on Twitch probably definitely have heard of them. I'm talking about Glitch Energy. Glitch Energy is a energy drink brand that makes powder that you can then mix into anything, even like water bottles. You can mix them into water bottles and have an energy drink pretty much anywhere as long as you have the tub of energy mix with you. You can go anywhere with it, and it works perfectly. It has no added chemicals or anything, unlike Monster in them. So you can quite literally have it anywhere, and it's a healthier brand. So if you're interested in it, be sure to head over to glitchenergy.com, pick out a tub, and then use code MasterSim at checkout to get, I think it's 10% off your order. And then a portion of those proceeds then come back to the channel to help support the channel. And then while we're on the topic of supporting the channel, I was able to earlier today get a system set up with PayPal. So if you're wanting to support the channel, but you don't want like energy drinks or anything like that, then feel free to scan this QR code that's about to pop up on your screen here. Scan that QR code, it'll take you to the PayPal website, and you can type in whatever amount you want, and you can pay via debit card, another PayPal account, Venmo, a bunch of different options actually, really. And you can just support the channel that way if you so choose to. Don't have to, but any support to the channel is much appreciated. And with that, it looks like they pretty much almost have this extension done on the building here. So we just got to add an entrance to it, and we should be good. And if you didn't get the chance to scan that QR code before I took it off the screen, I'll be sure to put it back up on the screen later in the stream before we end. So we're going to go ahead and add a door here. First, we'll add a door here so that they can get to it. Okay, so we're just going to have all these ugly things still up here, even though I changed it. Let's just go in here. And just make this a normal. Nope, can't. Alright, so we're just gonna have random rebar laying around in the building, even though I turned off those features, but at least it disappears after I go out of that, so it's fine. Perfectly fine. So they must be getting ready for dinner over here. Dinner's probably, I'm assuming, popping up, yep, in a few moments here. At the top of the hour at 8 p.m. And I totally, for those of you over on Twitch, I assure you, I totally changed the content for this. Obviously, Twitch did not agree with me on switching the content here. There we go. Now the correct game is inputted to Twitch. I apologize to anyone who that might have confused and seen streaming Grand Theft Auto 5 and came into the stream and saw this and was like, probably most likely being like, well, this doesn't look like GTA 5. And that is because it is not GTA 5. This is Prison Architect. The good old original Prison Architect. There we go. Wizbot finally got it correct. New category, Prison Architect. Also, I forgot to mention, there is a bit of a channel battle going on until the end of this year. This channel battle is going to be all the way through the rest of this year. And basically, how this is going to work is it's YouTube against Twitch. And it comes down to it at the end of the year, whichever channel has the most viewers or the most members, whether like YouTube subscribers or Twitch followers, whichever channel has the most members at the end of the year, that channel will have a 50% off discount code to the merch store added somewhere in the channel. For YouTube, I'll probably post it as a community post. That and I'll just add it into the description of each video and stream and stuff, probably something like that. But it's easier for Twitch. For Twitch, it'll be added into the about section in the profile. But yeah, at the end of the year, I'll look and see who has the most members, and they'll get a discount code for the merch store of 50% off. That can be used anytime throughout next year, throughout 2026. I think, let me just double check here. Yeah, it will be valid through June of 2026. So the 50% off code will be valid until the end of June 2026 and will go into effect in the first week of January once I look and see which channel has the most members, and that channel will get the 50% off discount code. So definitely be sure to be sharing this channel, whether it's YouTube or Twitch, to your friends and family. Get those numbers up, and that channel will win the code. Once again, we're just adding in the necessities for these offices. Giving them a desk, a chair, a light, and a filing cabinet. They'll spruce it up later down the road. And research prison labor here. And then we're going to go ahead and gives you the tools to micromanage aspects of your prison so they meet your exact requirements. Unlocks food logistics. That's what I need right there. So we can get all those dirty trays cleaned up for the staff room. Because for some reason it don't seem as though there's only 11 clean trays left. It don't seem as though this kitchen is supporting them at all over there. I'm looking to see if you guys are able to see my cursor on YouTube. Okay, yeah, you guys are able to see it. Because I was looking up at the preview screen and it literally did not look like you guys could, but yeah, you guys can. That's cool. Just checking something down here real quick. All right, let's see here. We're doing good here. Everything's going smoothly. They're all in bed, so that's always a good thing. So we can take in a few more prisoners here. Let me look at our regime here again. 8 a.m. They're dealing with meals, so we'll probably bring them in at 7 actually. Intake. Let's change that to 7. Actually, we'll bring them in at 6 a.m. during sleep time here. We'll just use fill capacity. So all else fails, we do get the holding cell if something doesn't work out. Alright, that office is done, so we'll go ahead and hire a security chief. I think I'm gonna actually zone. I don't. No, I'm not gonna zone that like that. Go ahead and go into water here. Get these pipes all figured out here. I'm gonna add these ones in over here. Not sure what I want to do about this over here. Oh, well, that is all blocked off range-wise there. Never mind, I can actually go ahead and... Indecisiveness. I'm telling you, that could practically be my middle name is Indecisiveness. Go ahead and add some spigots over here. Low security will most likely have their own um what am I trying to say? Their own showers in their cells at some point. Not at the moment though. Again, all those pipes installed. Awesome, awesome. Try something here real quick. Bear with me here. Awesome, awesome. I just happened to think about it. For those of you guys who, now that I'm thinking of it, I know there's some people that don't know how to use pay like QR codes. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste a URL link that works the same as the QR code. It will also take you to that same exact place that the QR code does. It's just in LinkPal or LinkPal, just in a link um, instead of in a QR code form. And then I'll do the same for those of you over here in Twitch. Now they want me to have 10 guards. So we'll go ahead and get a few more. So now we're in the negative there, but we should make it up once we have more inmates. They wanted us to unlock what? Unlock patrols. We're going to be getting our 4 inmates here soon. Okay, so we only have 1 grant right now. Alright. So what I'm going to do at this point now is we're going to go ahead and do a poll. Unfortunately, for those of you over on Twitch, I can't do polls in Twitch until I'm an affiliate with Twitch. So if if you guys put in the chat which one you guys would wish to vote on, I'll add your vote in with the poll. Those of you on Twitch or on YouTube, I can do polls in chat, so we'll be pulling that up into chat here shortly for you. Let's see here. I'll just put and more because I am not going to be able to fit everything in for that one. All right, and there's the poll. Go ahead and vote on what you want the next um, grant to be. All right. But yes, definitely vote in there what you want the next grant to be, and I'll start up that grant. Simple and simple as can be with that. They're about to go into lockup now. Okay. Can't get what I'm trying to get to work, so we're just gonna continue on here. I'll fuss with that later and see if I can't get something to work like that. At the moment, it is a no. Be nice if it would work, but it won't work. Definitely, I thank everyone who is here watching. Like, like I say all the time, I'm not trying to make a job out of this. I just do it because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy gaming. I enjoy streaming, and I love interacting. So once I get more messages in chat and stuff, it'll be even more fun. I bring this clock down like I did last time, actually. It's down below the banner. It'll be just below the banner. Right about there. Then I'll go ahead and bring this down like I did last time, and I'll just have it down over here. Actually, no, because it's going to block that. So we'll just leave it right here. So I'm okay with having the clock just slightly underneath the banner, like such. This bar here, having it right in the middle of the screen, right about in here, would drive me nuts. Having the gap would absolutely drive me nuts. Probably just go ahead and lock this open. Actually, no, we won't lock it open. At least that keeps them contained if they happen to break out these doors. Which they shouldn't because they're in handcuffs, but you never know. Never, never know. Exercising. I think the next big investment we should do is actually go ahead and build a perimeter wall. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to build it out this way. And we'll build it back this way. Now that I'm thinking of it, now that I've done that, like, let's go ahead and drag this over here. So that when I'm in the section where I'm spending money, I can see the money I'm spending. What is this? Notebook page. Oh, look at this. Parole slash score? When a prisoner winds, I think that's winds up for parole, you see a report of his experience in jail. Locked in cell 28, isolation 12, injured 18, unhappy 140, suppressed 42, punishment 164. stored the value are stored in a new experience system, one per prisoner every X minutes. Sample. That's kind of cool though. I forgot that they put these in here, like all the like scans of like their sketches and stuff of what they planned. That's pretty sweet. I think I found a few others. Oh, that's the only one we found so far in this save file. My personal save file, I did find quite a few other ones. Those are always cool to look at, though. Alright, then this way with this perimeter wall here. And we'll go ahead. Oh, we didn't go far enough. Ah! Oops. This way. We're spending some big bucks on this. Just totally fine. Totally fine to spend big bucks if you're ensuring they're staying inside the buildings and they're not escaping. 'Cause that's my biggest fear when we go to build this section. Putting like a staff door here or something. Or have to tear down this fence here. Like, then being able to just to run out the door and be like, freedom! Like, don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Alright, do away with that. Alright. But yeah, definitely I got the poll up over there in chat, so feel free, like I said before, to vote on what you think the next grant should be. Because I'm not just building this prison myself. I'm trying to make sure that you guys are getting your word in and your say on what we do with this prison. So definitely let your voice be heard. What the crap? Come on now. All right. Looks as though we got. A, let's see here. Looks like we got at least one vote for visitation rights now. So, yep. Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. As of right now, your vote is first place right now with 100% for visitation rights. So no one else votes by, let's say, 1 hour into stream. We're going to be going for visitation rights. That gives you a little over 5 minutes to vote. A little over 5 minutes. And like I said, there might not be a poll up in chat over in Twitch because Twitch don't allow polls in chat unless you're an affiliate. So the only poll that you can actually click on to vote is over on YouTube in the chat. But for those of you over on Twitch, you can vote as well. Just put your vote in chat and I'll add it to the percentages here. And your options are visitation rights, health and well-being, investment, or prisoner acclimatization, and more. And no, I'm not a grammar whiz person, so if you happen to misspell that word of acclimatization, I won't count that against you. Not this time, at least. Oh, we had a death. Okay, wait a second. Hold up. Ah, he overdosed. Well then. Well, um, alrighty then. Well, that happened. That happened today. We lost one of our inmates. That happened. That's why we need the perimeter wall so that they can't get their hands on that stuff. So we're gonna keep both of our cooks there. So it's gonna be one patrol route. So we're gonna make a patrol route on the patrol route on this main strip here. We're gonna have at least 2 guards assigned to that patrol. My goodness. Assign a guard there and a guard there. We got 3 on that patrol, not parole. Patrol route. Wow. Who knew it was gonna be that hard to be able to say patrol? Shapes. All right. Now that we went through that whole fiasco, wow, man, that was wild. That perimeter wall is gonna definitely take a hot minute for them to build. Hey, Gecko fan. Yeah, tonight's not going too bad. Not too bad at all. Just building up a prison. Just building up a prison. Trying to keep people alive, which we done failed already once here because we had one death due to overdose. Mhm. And no, overdose death is not a good thing. Nope, not a good thing at all. But it happened. It happens. It happens. That's currently why we're building a perimeter wall to try to keep contraband like that from coming in. Doing our best to keep it all inside and everything. So, but yes, perimeter walls are expensive to build. So what I'm thinking about doing is turning this main hallway here into an administrative hallway, moving this back away from here at some point, and then like changing a lot of this stuff over to like offices and all that fun stuff at some point. But it's going to take a lot of maneuvering of stuff around. Which actually, you know what? We're probably going to do that instead of doing this plan that I had drawn up here. We're going to scrap that plan. We're going to plan the new cell block over this way somewhere. And then start planning this to be maneuvered around to being administrative. Probably move the kitchen back this way, over here. Move the staff room up this way. Turn this into deliveries and storage areas. And all that. Like we got a perfect area right here. We could turn this like into garbage and exports. And like to expand this hallway out this way. We'll get this figured out. Not something that's gonna come completely just overnight here. Let's see here. I'm gonna give them a bit bigger cells over here because they are minimum security, so they didn't commit terrible crimes. They're not in for a long period of time either. So we'll give them like one, two. We'll give them 5 by 5, 5 by 5 cells. So we need at least 16 because that's our capacity right now. it like down this way here. Maybe we'll bring it down that way. I don't know. That will bring that over to here with a door right there. That means we'd have to move the hallway over a little bit. That won't be terrible to do. I just cap this off right here. And this will be the main hallway here for the administration here. So we get right here. And then we'll jump it across over here. This will be the new wall here. These aren't cells, these are going to be the new offices, possibly. That wall's going to be there. And those will be that. Then we can go ahead and cap that hallway off there. Then everything this way will be the inmates. This will be staff only then. Okay, we got something coming along here. This will turn into the staff canteen. Which first thing we need is we need deployment. So we can zone all that. This will then turn into the kitchen. We'll make a decent sized kitchen here. Trying to plan out a new spot for the generators here. I put them over here. That'll be the power. Actually, probably bring this out here. Move this back. I want a couple spots here. Move that back that way. We'll just do that then. Yeah, we're pretty much just gonna be rebuilding this prison that we built, doing all this. We're moving everything around. So right now we only got 3 offices, so we got the offices that we're gonna need right here for now. This cafeteria is gonna stay the same size here. I'm gonna expand this room, this hallway here out. We're gonna put a door there that can be like deliveries then. And we can just go ahead and put a doorway there. So we can expand that down to here. Sometimes it's beneficial to have a big delivery area. We got exports and garbage. That cafeteria. Go ahead and say it's about that size. Kitchen can come down then. And this here, we're gonna leave a little gap. Or no, we're not gonna leave a gap because that's the kitchen. And build this out this way. That's gonna be the new canteen. Yeah, Gecko fan. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. I'm like, I'm pretty much just rebuilding this prison from scratch, basically, which isn't the most horrible thing. But that did short these people's offices right here. 'Cause reception's gonna stay there. The holding cell's getting moved as well. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna just expand this back this way. And that's gonna be our storage. The reason why I'm putting these little extra pieces of wall here is I am gonna give them their own in-room showers this time. Actually, maybe I won't put it there. No, I do want to put it there. Indecisiveness. And this is where it gets interesting. Like, what am I gonna do with this? This is gonna throw off the measurements like completely. Okay. I went a, quite a bit past the amount that I was gonna do for the poll. So we're gonna go ahead and end the poll. Visitation rate's 1, so that's gonna be our next goal. Oh, and then we just met the other one, so we just got that done. But we'll probably save that grant for the next stream. We're just gonna work on doing this now. Continuing with our planning here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna just keep this as a main hallway for this cell block. We're just gonna continue out. Well, no, I guess we're not. We're gonna tell them to stop that one. No more building that wall. I want to continue this out this way. We're actually gonna go into bureaucracy here. We're gonna have our research land expansion. Then I'm gonna buy this plot of land out here to expand it that way some. So that I'm not building so close to the edge of the map. This is going to turn out to be a big cell block over here. Ooh, that's tempting. But do I want to build it that close? Oof. No. No, I don't think I'm going to build it that close. Then they have very little amount of distance that they have to go to be able to tunnel out. That was so tempting though. We might do it at some point, but not right now. That's not the main point right now. So very tempting though. We'll build one more set of hallway here. It's gonna be a 3 hallway thing here. Oh, that equaled out perfectly. It's symmetrical. Alright, so that's gonna be our new cell block. That is a lot of cells. How many cells is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 48. So we're actually really close to that one thing here. 50. We're really, really close to it. So that might actually be a grant that I'm just gonna click on it. I know normally I put them up for debate with a poll, but we're just so close to it this time. I think we're just gonna do it. 'Cause, wow, this cell block here is just gonna have us so close to it. So I got visitor doors here. I'm thinking we're gonna possibly change this out to visitor doors here. We're just gonna block off the staff only area. And my thought process is 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do a hallway going down this way. We're gonna do a hallway this way. So come this way with this. What I'm thinking is they're 2 by 3 tables. I want 3 rows of them. We're gonna do it like that. Just as such. I'll have this hallway come down this way. We're gonna do a doorway there. We're gonna have this hallway come back this way, as such. what I'm thinking is I'm planning for the future. I'm thinking into the future here a little bit. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're gonna have a wall here. As such. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 will be fine for that one. So my thought process on here is minimum security visitation, medium security visitation, maximum security visitation. And then once they go above that, they don't get visitation no more. That was my thought processes on that one. We're gonna have a doorway here so that then like parole officers can get back to this other hallway I'm putting in here. And 5 by 5 rooms. And then one more of these rooms. These will be the parole offices. Found another notebook page. Chief of the Watch allows recruiting of better guards, allows guard training programs, allows advanced guard scheduling, unlocks advanced guard equipment. Well, that was something that was scratched at one point, I'm assuming. Structural engineer permits construction of something that got scratched. Multi-story buildings via foundations. Oh, so okay, when they were building or when they were making the first prison architect, they actually had thought about making into where we could go multi-story. Hmm, that would have been pretty cool. Can build taller and deeper walls this way. Hmm. Shows overlay of building strength and condition. Better something for burying pipes, cables, etc. Admin staff requirements, room sizes, something. Factor. Desk plus computer plus phone. Chairs, bookshelf, filing cabinets, parking space. We were gonna be able to build parking lots? Now that's cool. That's the one thing I kind of always have thought about with the prison architect. Like, I wish we could have parking lots where like the visitors and stuff when they come in, they can drive in, park in a parking spot, and then come in, just like in the real world it would have been. Or staff comes, they had like staff scheduling that would have been cool too. Like actually having a staff schedule where you have so many guards that come in, they'll park, come into work and stuff, and then like actually have it to where you can build a road towards the center of your prison so you can have like everything towards the center that needs to be like storage and delivery and all that, and delivery trucks would back into like a parking dock or something to unload. Like that would have been absolutely awesome if they would have been able to do that. That would have been absolutely cool. Like I definitely agree, Geico fan. That's what I'm saying. Like it would have been awesome if we could have had that. And then private secretary. Oh, and then large cell. Like man, why did they scrap all this? Like this would have been awesome. Like having like and then parking spaces like how this one says they require a parking space. Like were they thinking of having us just have a general parking lot that we could have built? Or were they thinking of having it where we could build a general parking lot where everyone can park, but then like these main admin staff, they'd have like a reserved parking spot. Like administrator, that parking spot would have said like an admin or something, or then like chief, it would have had chief on the parking spot. Like, man, that stuff that would have been cool. Yeah, I remember finding these before when I built my own prison at one point. And it's like seeing a lot of what they were thinking. It just is like, why would you scrap that? That was such a good idea. Hold this back one. That's 5. I'm thinking about making this like the common room here off the main thoroughfare here. This could be like a small common room. Like, I'm not expecting this to be the main common room. How many inmates are we bringing in? We got a full prison. Wait, hold up. Hold up. You're. Oh, okay. We must have been. Okay. You know what? Never mind. Losing my mind here. Now I get it. Okay. Okay. So, first things first is I want to get a lot of this built here before we start destroying any of this right now. First things first. How far along are we on that bureaucracy? We got 6 hours left on that. Go ahead, fast forward time here. You know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, slow down time. Let's go ahead and construct this wall out to at least here for now. Construct this wall out to at least here. Now let's fast forward time. Alright, so we got an hour left on that. Awesome, awesome. Alright, they're working on that there. Alright, land expansion has been approved. $80,000 for. Okay, sure, we'll take it. Alright, so we got much more space to build now. Now that we got that, and knew how far out we can go, build that perimeter wall out. Come down here, mess that one up there. Put that out, put that out. There we go. And demolish that wall there. There's an overdose, but there's not much we can do. Maybe we can call in the paramedics and they can do something. Did they make steel sirens? No, they just sound like a normal vehicle. They used to come in and have like a fake siren going on and all that. There's all of our supplies for our perimeter wall. Okay, so we got our logistics here now. Can we not connect the staff room to the kitchen? Like, what the world? Come on now. Inmates are housed in minimum security, zero medium security. Inmates are hoping to be moved into minimum security. Hot showers? Hmm. He died of overdose. We're just gonna keep these guys here, just because it does cost us $100 to bring them in. I don't think it cost us anything to keep them. I don't think. I'm gonna let him continue working on building that wall real quick. I gotta run to the restroom real quick, so I will be right back. And now I'm back. Now that I turned the sound back on here. Turn desktop audio back on. There we go. Alright, let's see. Still don't understand why these trays aren't being cleaned up. But whatever, I guess. Kinda curious, what'd you do? Claiming a voice in his head told him to do it, he killed 7 people and a dog in a coffee shop in the Netherlands. Sentenced to 7 years for burglary. Okay, so did he kill the 7 people and the dog and then burglarize the coffee shop? And they totally misspelled coffee. Okay, alright. Mm, usually they make a little more sense. Sentenced to 7 years for car theft. Alright, hold up. That guy got sentenced to 7 years for burglary. This guy, I guess they're both burglaries, technically, kind of. Oh, hey, and look, they're housed right next to each other. Ain't that ironic? Sentenced to 9 years for multiple crimes, including money laundering and bribery. He's got sentenced to more years than the ones that did theft. And Pooch is killing 7 people and a dog. Hmm. Yeah, some of the balance between the sentencings will definitely make your head kind of hurt trying to figure it out. That will be a thing. I might move the, the no, that's the can't move that. Never mind. Ignore me. I want that to be the common room, but we're just gonna start with that. Let's see here. I'm gonna wall this off. It's gonna be the entrance to our yard. I'm gonna make the yard a little bit bigger right now. This will probably get moved at some point or another. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward and hope that they can get this done soon. We'll go ahead and hire 5 more of these guys here, since we got the money to do so. So now what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to mark out delete the white lines over top the walls that I don't need to delete. Then it will show me the walls that I have to delete and the walls that are fine to just stay. And it also shows me like where I need to build new walls at. It's like what I've had fun about. Hey Raz, Grizz, not going too bad. How are you doing today? Or tonight? I guess we could call it tonight. Just doing a lot of giant amounts of planning on this prison right now. Like, practically might be pretty much almost completely rebuilding it, really. Just currently, right now, waiting on the maintenance people to finish building the perimeter wall here. They got a long ways to go ahead of them here. This perimeter wall goes all the way around the prison. And the long-term plans here, the prisoners are going to have a way bigger yard to do stuff in. Oh, what auto? Let me take a look. What auto mod do here? There we go. That wasn't terrible, so I don't know why it would have. So far, like it showed that it blocked it because of the words fat and ass. I don't know if it was thinking that it was being sent towards somebody or something, but so just was thinking a lot about food today, I'm assuming. But yeah, the prisoners, they're gonna have a lot bigger yard once these major renovation plans get completed. But really not going forward with any of them just yet until after the perimeter wall gets finished here. What I mean by pretty much rebuilding the whole prison here is the utility room here is going to get moved up to here to where the staff room was. Going to get reconfigured a little bit here. And then all these offices that are kind of spaced out are going to get brought together and put where the showers were. Oh, on a business trip. Hey, you always got to check out the candy stores when you're on a business trip. 5-pound bag of assorted chocolate. Not a bad idea, honestly, though. I would probably do the same thing. I was gonna say today, before I got on stream here, we were just at a ice cream parlor slash chocolate shop as well, and I was very half tempted to get one of the bags of chocolate covered pretzels, but also had like a giant like Chinese takeout box of um banana split ice creams. Still not understanding what's going on with all these trays. They have no clean trays on their serving table now, and they're just scattered all through the break room. That's absolutely nuts. Covered pretzels are very good, especially the ones that come from that chocolate shop that I was talking about. Definitely can't go wrong with them. Looks like they're getting pretty close to being done with this, so we're going to speed time up here again. To say the least, out of all the jobs at this prison, I would not want their jobs. Having to run all the way up to the front of the prison to get supplies, then running all the way back to the back here to be able to build. Would not want that job. Okay, we got a negative cash flow here now. Let's see what's going on here. Reoffending fines. I mean, what can you do about that right off the bat right now? Once we have prison labor and education programs, that probably won't happen as much, but it definitely hits the budget whenever we get hit with it, that's for sure. If we had Christmas chocolate, it would have a low chance of surviving New Year's. I'll be quite honest, with the way I eat chocolate and stuff like that, if I had Christmas chocolate, it would have been gone like a week after Christmas, to be quite honest with you. It would not last long at all with me. It wouldn't even, it would have very low to no chance of making it to New Year's at all with me. And I guess you are right. I didn't even think about that. I guess it is only like a week after Christmas is New Year's. Boy, I never really realized how close together those are. Hmm. Man, those are close together though. Hmm. You guys almost done with that wall over here yet? What in the world is going on with you? Oh, the wall got completed and he's stuck. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so we'll go ahead and build a staff door over here so he can get himself unstuck. That is true. I guess they are on the same. I just never really thought about it, I guess, in reality. Really never actually thought about it. But I get that is true. we're gonna go ahead and get this section over here built. This is definitely gonna cost an arm and a leg to do here. They're gonna lose their yard for a little while here. While we get the new one all set up here. They're probably definitely not gonna be happy with that. They'll get over it. The major master plan of the prison is underway. Not only did that cost an arm and a leg to build, it's gonna take one hell of amount of time to build as well. I understand that, Warden. We're working on it. Are they really though? I just reread your comment. Christmas and New Year's are always on the same day of the week. Hold up, are they really? I gotta look now. If so, that kind of blows my mind. I never even. My word, they really are. Huh. All right. Learn something new every day. I never would have even thought about it. There are 31 days. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I never even thought about it. They really are on the same day of the week. Huh. That is true. Huh. That's pretty cool though. It's definitely a fact that it's a fact that nobody ever really thinks of. That's really cool. Yeah, this whole project here is gonna take one heck of a minute for them to build. I almost forgot about this little part over here. There is a delivery set area set up. Oh, it's overflowing. Okay. I was like, I know I got a delivery area made. Why are they complaining about it? Just build it all the way back so multiple vehicles can unload. But yeah, never would have even thought about it. But that is definitely a cool fact. Okay. So this area here with our utility and the accountant's office is going to become the new delivery zone. The warden's office and this section of the hallway will be exports and garbage. And then the utility room will be here where the staff room is. Foreman's office plus a new general area back here is going to become a storage room. Chief's office and all of this new area is going to be the new cell block here. Showers are going to become the new offices. Solitary staying right where it's at. Kitchen's going to be expanded into the cell area a little bit. The old canteen is going to become the new staff canteen. The old holding cell is going to become a visitation center, along with two other ones that are for future expansion. Then we got parole offices, common room, the new canteen for the inmates. And I happen to just think about it. We need a new holding cell as well. So we're gonna go ahead and put that over here. And we also need a staff room still. I'm kind of forgetting about a couple different things here. So we got that. Days of the year. Also, each year the day moves ahead. Okay. Hmm. Can't believe I forgot to build a staff room. So now the warden's old office is going to become the new staff room. We eliminated 4 cells, which will be fine because we got way more. And it moves up by 2. Interesting. Definitely an interesting fact, that's for sure. What we gotta do over here is we gotta demolish this wall here. Demolish it back a little bit further here. We'll have it zigzag. That's an interesting way to learn it, though. So I'm assuming you must work in an office if you had access to Excel when you were bored at work. So what we'll do is allow them to build some of these walls here, hallway there. We'll start dismantling some of these doorways here. Except for that doorway. So the foreman's gonna be without an office for a little bit here. Don't really need him at the moment anyway. I mean, that's fair. Might as well get paid to learn if you're gonna be learning. Reality, I think I'm gonna just make a small staff room here instead of a large one. We can keep getting these two cells here. Oh, wow, they got all that done already. Huh, impressive actually. I'm gonna go ahead and put these doors in here and these doors in here. Demolish those walls. What is VLOOKUP? I don't think I've actually ever heard of that, actually, to be honest with you. Alright, gonna close the intake right now. Just so when I get these cells done, they don't just flood the prison full of people right now. Oh, okay. Look it up. Okay. Well, that would definitely make the job a lot easier than trying to search through a whole Excel file, that's for sure. 9. Those are the priority ones, just so we can get the new cells built and get the inmates moved over. Oh, interesting. It took me a few moments to like understand what I was reading there, but now it makes sense. That does make it a lot easier for you then. Let's see here. All right, so we got that in. Let's run some electrical up there. Just thought about how I set up this water pipe. I'm gonna change that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it come in, divert this way, go over. That way I can put a control valve in. So I'm gonna make that all funky, so we're just gonna have it go in like that. Put our control valve there. Electrical, we can put our control switch here. Now we're gonna get these 16 cells. Oh, interesting. Yeah, coding never made much sense. I always seen code, and code just never made sense at all. Like, I even made a website for my channel, like, but the coding part didn't make sense, so I ended up using the fourth wall system to be able to make the site, which then it turned out to turn out pretty nice. I can't imagine how people that, like, created this game and stuff coded everything for this game, like, that had to been excruciatingly terrible. Yeah, that's true. I don't think I've ever actually heard of that game, but I know of a few games that the game is popular and but not very well coded. Oh, okay. So they had kind of like how City Skylines is or was City Skylines 2 when it first came out. When it first came out, it was living hell for users and modders. But then they fixed up a lot of stuff that made the user experience quite a bit better. But from what I understood from hearing about it from some modders and stuff, is it was absolute hell still for modders. I've tried to get into modding and stuff before, and nah, not my forte. I'll stick to playing the game and streaming the game, showing the game off. Modding is definitely not one of my fortes. Must have had another reoffend. Yep, reoffending 5,000. Gotta tick off the workers, but you gotta do what you gotta do to keep the business afloat. Oh, yeah, you did mention that last time. Yeah. It's just I've never cared for the way it looks when you stack them, so I always end up putting them separate. But yeah, you definitely did mention that last time. Yeah, I'm that person, like, never did care for the way that looked. I try not to be too picky on the way things look, but that was one thing I never could get over. Right. Which is it this one? Was it this one? But yeah. Yeah, that is the pain in the butt part is when you want to search toilets and stuff. But I did like that they added that into the game, being able to do that. So you planning on playing the second one when the second one comes out? There we go, finally. I'm still not quite sure what is all going on with these food trays in here just being absolutely out of control. Like so many food trays in here and the kitchen staff won't clean it. I heard some info about it. Yeah, I'm waiting to hear more about it. Like like they haven't been saying much about the game for a while now. But I watched some of the developers play through and I'm excited for the game. I think it is going to turn out to be a good game when it does come out, but that's when it comes out. Yeah, that is true. From what I've seen in the developer playthroughs and stuff, is they didn't really mess with too much. It looked like, but they definitely changed the style of the game a bit with them turning it into 3D mode and all that. Like they did add a few interesting aspects to it, to say the least. But I get what you're saying though. When you got something good, don't mess it up. But that definitely is one thing that I'm concerned about is how much of like the gameplay actually is it that they messed with at that point. Because like I didn't see much prison labor in the gameplay and all that from them, but we'll have to wait and see what it all turns out to be. Like I'm quite a bit excited for the whole 3D aspect and being able to go multi-level. Because the crazy thing is I don't know if you were here when I found this notebook page. Let's see here, where did I keep those at? Hidden extras. Yeah, game Bible. There we go. The one thing I did catch when I looked at these here. Was it this? No, it's this page. Is if you look at this page here, like the like uploads and stuff of like when the original developers were making the original here, it looks as though like once you unlock structural engineer, you get the permits. It permits construction of multi-story buildings via foundations. So that's the part that I think is pretty cool. Is that yeah, that Fortnite. Don't even get me started with that whole game. But GTA 5, yeah, I totally get it with that one. Like we're way overdue for the new one for that one. But like the GTA franchise, that's a whole nother topic there because like they do make new games after a while, but it's quite literally the same exact concept, maybe a different map, but overall the same exact concept. And then like GTA 5, like don't get me wrong, it's a great game, but in reality they didn't really keep updating that one for too long. Like that one hasn't had an update in quite some time. They keep updating the GTA Online. And the GTA Online, I surely hope they just keep updating that and keep it going. But I do really think that it's time for the GTA 6 to come out so we have a new single player storyline. Like, 'cause I am so ready to cover another storyline. Like, since I started the channel just about a little over a year ago, I keep thinking I want to play back through the main storyline and make a series on that on the channel. But at the same time, everyone's pretty much beat the storyline. So, like, I kind of think, like, am I going to be beating a dead horse doing a story, like a series on a storyline that's been pretty much played through for everyone already? Yeah, that is true. They don't instantly start working on the next one right away. That is very true. That is one thing that GTA don't do. But yeah, that part when I seen this one when I collected this one earlier in the stream, like to see that they were considering the possibility of letting us build multi-story buildings in this one was that kind of like really amazed me. Like I didn't even think that was something that they were considering. Yeah, that is very true. Rockstar as a whole don't normally do that too often. I didn't realize how long I've been streaming for tonight. I think I just looked at the time like, wow, time flies when you don't really realize how long you've been doing it for. Yeah, like I personally agree it doesn't really need a sequel, but the I think the biggest problem we run into with that is that with this game here, the original developers are no longer the owners of it no more. They sold it off to that new company that slips my mind of what their name is. And basically they sold it off to them and I think they don't really want to mess with the coding in this game as much because they didn't really write the code to this game. So they don't want to siphon through all the code for this game. And so they just kind of took what they knew the game had in it and made their own code to make the new game is what I think they're doing is what my assumption is of it is that they don't want to mess with code that they didn't write because they don't want to break the game that we already have is my theory. Like I could be wrong. I might very well be wrong and that's not actually what the thing is. I'm assuming the second story would work in this game as that you kind of put down the steps where you want them at. And when you go to the next story up, you don't see what's going on in the first story. And then the only way that you would be able to keep track of what's going on in each floor is probably through surveillance. Like once you unlock surveillance and have cameras, the cameras detect something on the bottom floor, it would pop up like an icon or something pointing down, maybe. I don't know. And that very well might be why they scrapped that idea for the first one, is because it had been too complicated to figure out, possibly. All about it being built or coded by a new team. Yeah, I could see how that would turn some people off from the game. But overall, in my opinion, like I like the series, and seeing that they're kind of taking what the old developers did and attempting to add in, like how we seen in that notebook page, that they were planning two stories with this original. The new developers, I think, are trying to take what the old developers built, plus what they had planned but scrapped, and trying to add it all together, which I find kind of fascinating. So, like, I'm down for definitely giving them a chance with it. I guess that's why I'm still following the game and trying to keep up on information about the game, is mostly because, like, I just feel like that's the next part of the game series, and I like the game series, so, like, I'm hoping they don't destroy it. Very well hoping they don't destroy it, and hoping that the sequel to it adds in everything that the developers before were wanting to do but couldn't do. That part of the game really gets me. Part of the power generators wanting to be the only one on their circuit. That irritates the crap out of me, to be quite honest with you. Like, I hate that. I hate that so much. Now, I did miss the episode of their um the developers playthrough to know whether or not that's still the case in the second one. So I really hope that in the second one that isn't the case. I hope we can have multiple on one circuit and they just add more power, kind of like adding the capacitors onto these ones. I hope just adding another generator just adds more power to the circuit. Like, that'd be nice. And then the prisoners following the water pipes. Yeah, that part kind of boggles my mind a little bit too. I mean, it follows the theme of some prison movies, but yeah, I completely understand that one too. Because I have all the DLCs to it as well, and I can't stand it whenever the backup generators are like that as well. These reoffending fines are really killing my budget. Our delivery area is bombarded. So badly bombarded. Okay. Time to actually start trying to prioritize here. Prioritize these. The bed. Prioritize that bed. Shower head, the toilet, and the door. I'm missing a wall somehow. Prioritize the wall. Prioritize that bed, that shower head, that door, the toilet. Yeah, that's also true. Like they didn't really balance out to be able to power up a whole circuit, which that's also the reason why a lot of times I've just went back to playing just with what we got in the base game really. Because the base game gave you plenty to do while also not being too overbearing. Let them start. I don't want to give them any more walls to do right now until they get those cells done. We can move the inmates over. Go ahead and start dismantling these windows, though. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping that those are some things that they decide to fix in the new one. Hopefully. What's definitely going to be interesting is the part of getting power from the bottom floors to the top floors as well. Like how they go about doing that. Like that'll be definitely interesting to see. What are these inmates doing here? Yeah, mega prison definitely is a hard thing to comprehend. That's why my plan is I'm gonna have this section here basically be the main section that will have like visitation, administration stuff, the main kitchen, and then some minimum security. And I think I'm gonna then like come back here and I'm gonna build another like a secondary building, maybe with more minimum security, but have it have its own smaller kitchen with another canteen and kind of be like its own another like small standalone, and then like have the main yard be like in the center of all this. There's another notebook page. Buy food ingredients enough in each item for full meals. New items, fridge and oven cooker. Can store 4 stacks of food ingredients in a fridge. Well, that would be nice because we can only store two in the ones that we have right now. 1 or 2 hours before meal time. Food ingredients. Okay, that's pretty cool. They did do that. Food waste appears nearby. Yep, that's part of it. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that you are able to sell prisons to get money to build a new one. I always forget about that. Finished meal. These are the transported to any empty table spaces. Okay, so they kind of did that. We still got the meal trays, but they were picked up from a serving station. Meal turns into food waste. It turns into a dirty tray, so it's kind of about the same. New item, ready meal costs 10 times as much as raw ingredients for one person. Can be stored in fridge, breaking up one full space. Oh my. If there is no canteen or prisoners are stuck in a cell, meals will be brought to them. Okay, yeah. So a lot of this they did. Ready meals, I think they kind of did. They just saved that for the expansion when it came to staff needs. Then staff gets the ready meals. Okay, do we got any cells finished yet? No? I'm sure my valuation is in the hole right now. Yeah, definitely in the hole. Boy, they take out the starting grant now? When did they start doing that? That's why I just took notice to. I'm like, boy, they take out the starting amount too. Wow. Gonna go ahead and speed this up here. Hopefully they get some cells done here soon. There's a lot of what we are needing. We need these cell doors of what we need. Now that those are getting delivered, they should be able to start getting some of these rooms done. There's one. There's another. Should be able to start now unzoning these other rooms here. And they should get assigned to new rooms. I forgot to put drains down. Right. That is true. Yeah, I forgot to put drains down. A lot of all these cells are ready now, so we're good on that now. Oh, only 12. We need these four back. These other ones we're good to get rid of now. Another room down. cooks do I even have right now? I only got 2 cooks. All right. Let's see if the paramedics can actually take care of an overdose on site like that without a infirmary. Mhm. All right, so the paramedics can do that. That's good to know. Like looking at the cash flow right now, like I'm wondering if maybe I expanded a bit too quick. Like maybe went a bit too big too quick. What I'm wondering right now. Ish days of cash. I'm good. Yeah, it's definitely do got a decent sized cushion. Where do I find the 30th days worth of cash? Oh, I see what you're saying now. Duh. I'd say that's probably at least 30-ish days worth, probably. Probably something like that. Minus the amount that I still need to build all this other concrete. Yeah, so you got me on that one. I can't do division in my head. Oh, yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good way of looking at it. Excuse me. This- Yeah, that's true. That makes sense. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this guy other than he needs to go to solitaire. But it says the do is to heal the prisoner, but send a paramedic over there and he's not doing nothing. So I don't know. I'm a bit lost on what in the world is wrong with this guy. Let's go ahead and end his punishment. Why not? Maybe that gets him unstuck. So they got all the utilities in down here. Alright. Now for the crucial move here. Yeah, no, it's overloaded. Oh, yeah, definitely go get dinner. Don't go hungry, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where you're from, but it is almost 1 a.m. over here. Pacific Standard Time. All right. Yeah, it's quite a bit later here. It's 12:47 right now over here. There we go. Now we're getting by. Not sure why this guy is still just stuck here. This dude's gonna spend his whole entire sentence shackled in cuffs. Yeah, like he's just. I might need an infirmary just because it does say heal prisoner. And I was not ready to be doing that just yet. Alright, let's research some health. It's strange because he was set to be going to solitary, but they would never move him to solitary, so I ended the assignment. But they won't unshackle him and send him to a cell. It's just sitting here saying to do heal prisoner, but I sent a paramedic there, and that didn't help none. And who knows? It's a strange thing right now. But definitely we'll try the infirmary and see if that works. Next question is, where in the world am I putting the infirmary? I can just stick it, I guess, right here next to the um, holding cell. It's a strange little bug with that. I wish they would just put those last two pieces of pipe in so we can get the water turned back on. Okay, well, now he's healed, so we'll see what happens. Hey, now he's getting moved. He finally gets to live the life of a normal prisoner now. Right? That was my biggest fear too, is that he was gonna end up starving to death right there. Hey, we're making a profit again now though. Because we don't get that $5,000 reoffense fine thing, fee, whatever you want to call it. Did I have another one in there? Because I seen one. Oh, crap. Now I see what you're talking about. I totally did not see that. Totally did not see that. No wonder they don't got no water over here. Why don't they got water here? Oh, because there's still one piece that needs to be installed over there. Yeah, I totally did not even see that sitting there. Thanks for pointing that out, because I totally missed it. Yeah, eventually I probably would have. When the kitchen has water, everything else has water, but the cell block does not. Yeah, I would have definitely been just like, what is going on? And then went to investigate. Again, to be going to work on that soon. We are working on that. Still got a yard to get put together. Still got visitation to get to put together. Parole rooms. I'm going to turn that one parole room into a cleaning cupboard to get all this crap cleaned up and give the inmates something to do. Dismantle that. We got quite a bit done today. We reconfigured the whole layout of our prison here. The whole layout got changed. I promise that will not be a normal thing every stream. We're not coming in every stream and reconfiguring the whole layout every single time. Just so happened this time around I did not care for the way it was laid out. And what is with the random concrete block in the middle of the new cafeteria? Getting that taken care of. But it is now past 1 a.m. at where I'm at. So I think this is where we're going to go ahead and leave off here. We'll be back again at some point, and we'll continue to get this cell block put together, get the infirmary and holding cell put together, the yard put together, and all the rest of the stuff that we need to get put together here, and complete the wall in between cafeteria and the kitchen here. But also, if in case I took a look at the follower list, I don't know if you're a follower yet, but hit that follow button so in case I go live again, well, when I go live again with Present Architect, you'll get the notification for it then. So until then, we'll see you in the next one. And for those over on YouTube, we'll see you guys in the next one as well. Don't forget Saturday a video goes up. That'll be getting scheduled for Saturday here soon. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you later.